How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back into the video. We got a first thought today. This first thought is on Juri, Master of the Revue. Also, if you didn't notice, new background, moved into the new house, so videos can be coming a little more frequently again, so that's good. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like this video, comment down below what you're going to do with Juri, Master of the Revue. If you're going to put him into a deck or build him, let me know. Subscribe or join us on Patreon if you really want to support the channel. I gotta give a shout out to Louie, new patron, $1 tier. Very happy to have you here. And if you're gonna buy any of the cards I talk about in this video, buy them through the TCG Player affiliate link that's down below, and that'll help support the channel. Also, we got the giveaway going on. So if you want to win this playmat and the opportunity to be featured on the channel in a game that's going to be played on Spell Table, all you gotta do is join the giveaway in the giveaway video. It's really easy. All you gotta do is comment on that video or become a patron or tweet at us. And it's super easy, super easy. That's all linked down below. And also the giveaway will be over here at the end of the video. So if you want to stick through the video, you can click on the button right over here. And let's hop into this. So Juri, Master of the Revue. This card's interesting. I think that it's going to be just basically a Rakdos Aristocrats commander. I think they'd be very good at an Aristocrats commander. Gets very big, can hit people hard, and then can smack face when he dies. So what we're gonna be doing is talking about Aristocrat stuff. First of all, one of the most important parts, you're gonna need sack outlets. So ways to sacrifice stuff. You got Ayara, which is a pretty decent one. It also drains your opponents on enters the battlefield stuff, so it's good. It's good, and you get to draw cards with it, which is nice. You got Blood Aspirant, which is kind of cool because it's got the same ability where it gets bigger when you sacrifice stuff. And it also has a sacrifice outlet on it that makes it so creatures can't block. So it can clear the way for Juri when Juri gets big, which is pretty good. It's a pretty nifty card in the deck. There's Rankle, which has a little more utility because you can also draw cards and make your opponent discard cards and stuff like that with it. But it does let you sacrifice a creature you control and everyone else controls, so it's not too bad there. And you got Yahenni, which is an indestructible sacrifice outlet that just keeps getting bigger, which is another solid card for this deck. Then you got the 3 altars, which you're going to want to include Ashnod's Altar, Phyrexian Altar, Altar of Dementia. All those are some of the best sack outlets in the entire game. They should be auto-includes in any sacrifice-based deck. Viscera Seer and Woad Strider are both decent. You got Goblin Bombardment, which could be fun. It kind of fits into the theme because you're going to be it'll help you deal damage by pinging stuff. And then you're going to want to run every fetch land you can because it doesn't say non-land permanent or creature. It just says permanent. So you can be running like Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Fabled Passage, all the fetches, Prismatic Vista. All those will trigger your commander and grow your commander. So it would be probably a good package to throw in, like Crucible of Worlds, all the fetches, stuff like that. I think that could be very interesting. And next up, we're going to be talking about stuff that works really well with sacrifice decks. So if you're going to be sacrificing a lot of stuff, you might as well throw these cards in it. You got stuff like Butcher of Malakir, Grave Pact, and Dictate of Erebos. Just ways to make it so your opponents have to sacrifice stuff too. Erebos the Bleak-Hearted becomes a pretty decent card draw engine. We got Furnace of Celebration. If you got some extra mana lying around, so you have Ashnod's Altar in play, you can sack something to Ashnod's Altar, use the 2 mana to pay for Furnace of Wrath to shock something, which is decent. Furnace of Celebration. I think I might have said Furnace of Wrath there. Havoc Jester and Mayhem Devil. Whenever you sacrifice something, you get to ping something. Those are very good cards in this deck. You got Last Laugh, which is a cool card. Whenever a permanent other than it is put into a graveyard from play, it deals 1 damage to each creature and player. So it hits everybody for any time anyone's permanent hits the graveyard. And when no creatures are in play, sacrifice Last Laugh. So you just got to make sure that there are creatures in play. And this card can put in a lot of work over the entire game. This is a cool card. I didn't know this existed until I made this video. Liliana Dreadhorde General, very good card draw engine. It gives you sacrifice fodder. It gives you a sacrifice outlet. It's an auto include. Lucille, I know this is a little controversial of a card, but I think it'd be strong in this deck because it not only gives you stuff to sacrifice, It makes your opponent sacrifice stuff, but it also gives your commander +2 power, which means that he'll be dealing an extra 2 damage when he dies, and also menace, which makes it harder to block him. So when he gets huge, it's harder to deal with him. So I think it's a very, very good include in the deck. And even though a lot of people are going to be upset about this card, I think that it's a good include in the deck, and if you have a copy, you should throw it in. Then you got stuff like Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat, Falkenrath Noble, Bastion of Remembrance. All of these are great ways to drain your opponents. Pawn of Ulamog. When stuff dies, you get to make Scions, which is good. Because those are free sacrifice if you need to. Pitiless Plunderer. Similar, except you get treasures, which also are really, really good in this deck because you have to sacrifice a treasure to use it. So anything that makes treasures seems powerful in the deck, and Pitiless Plunderer gives you treasures for doing what your deck wants to do. This card is a very, very good card in any sacrifice themed deck. Sifter of Skulls, same thing as Pawn of Ulamog. It's good. Smothering Abomination, whenever you sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Great engine there. You got Judith, which also buffs Juri, which gives him more power to fling at somebody. And it also gives you that ping whenever a non-token creature you control dies. So you can utilize Judith in a similar way to Mayhem Devil and such, which is good. And the buff is not something to forget about. The buff is nice. Then we got Grim Horror Specs. Another good card draw engine, and same thing with Midnight Reaper. Both very good card draw engines. Next up, we're going to talk about just some good cards in the deck. Merciless Executioner, Plague Crafter, Fleshbag Marauder, Demon's Disciple. All of these are auto includes. Gives you a free sacrifice, makes your opponents all sacrifice. Just very good in the deck. Revel in Riches. A lot of your opponent's creatures are going to be dying, and this creates treasures, so you can either win the game with this, or create treasures, which you can then sacrifice to grow your commander. Seems very, very powerful in the deck. Curse of Opulence and Dockside Extortionist, same thing. Just treasure creation, and I mean, it's going to be so good. I mean, Curse of Opulence especially, because you can just attack somebody with one of your Scions if you need to. Sacrifice the Scion, pump your dude, create a treasure. Seems very, very powerful in the deck. Endrick, Sar, Master Breeder. This card will create a lot of sacrifice fodder. Like, a lot of sacrifice fodder, as long as you continue to sacrifice them, so that way you don't have to sacrifice Endrick. It's going to be an auto-include. It's a very good card in this deck. Skull Clamp, another fantastic card in this deck. You're making a lot of tokens that are X1s, so you'll be able to sacrifice them to the Skull Clamp to draw cards. It's going to be one of the best cards in the deck. Then you got stuff like Reassembling Skeleton, Bloodghast, Both the Squeeze, Tenacious Dead. All these are very recursive creatures, so you can sacrifice them over and over and over and get a lot of value out of them. You could also do stuff with like Zell's Conscripts, Act of Treason, Song Mad Treachery. All of these are great. You steal your opponent's stuff, you attack them with it, and you sacrifice it. I think that's a really cool route to take. You could throw a lot of those Act of Treason effects in there. You can throw in like Fling and Kazul's Fury, so that way you can just like bop people with your commander, and it'll double it because Fling will deal the damage equal to your commander's power, and then your commander will also do it. So you make a commander huge, like if you make a commander a 10/10, then you're dealing 20 damage to somebody, which is crazy. Then you can throw in like Hatred. Hatred's a very cool card. You can just pay some life and increase the power of your creature until the turn. So you increase your... So you say somebody's getting close to dead, and you got an unblock... They don't block Juri. You just pay a lot of life. You can pay enough life to... Pay 20 life. Pay 20 life. And Juri's now dealing lethal commander damage. You just neg some for 20, and if somebody else is like below 20, you can fling Juri at them. Like sacrifice Juri, deal 20 to them, kill them. You can kill 2 people in 1 turn very easily with this card. Then also, because it is a death trigger, it's going to be kind of annoying to try to get these as much as possible because of the fact that you have to bring it back and grow it again every time. Rings of Brighthearth and Lithoform Engine both seem fantastic. Doubling up that trigger can mean that you kill somebody the first time. Like, it can make it so 20 damage is instead 40 damage. 10 damage is instead 20 damage. It seems both those seem like auto-includes in the deck. And so that is what I have for Juri, Master of the Revue. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember, comment down below what you're going to do with Juri, if you're going to build a deck. Is there any cool cards I didn't mention that you found that would be great in the deck? Comment them down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support the channel, you can check us out on Patreon. It's always fun there. We got a Discord. Thanks again, Louie, new patron. Whoop, 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 whoop. And also, TCG Player affiliate link is down below. If you want to buy any of the cards I talked about in this video, buy them through there. It helps the channel. And yeah, giveaway. We've got this playmat and the opportunity to be featured on the channel in a game on Spell Table. All you got to do is click right here to find out. So click here, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.